weekends, but now it's like we live for the weekdays.
Yeah.
And that's what trading's changed to me. I look forward to Monday now. Good morning, everyone. I'm so tired, I'm so tired. Yep. Updates. We are on. We're on, right, guys? Good morning. Hope everyone's had a good weekend. I didn't get too drunk, Mikey G. So let's get. Oh, mate, are you in Spain? In Cyprus? Because you're in. It's really bad. Really, really bad. I don't know what's up with it. But anyway, right, guys. Good to see everyone again. Nice weekend. Weekend before Christmas, yeah. Can't wait for Christmas. Really excited for it. So let's do a top down then. Quick top down. Because we are really just messing about here. Okay, so now if we go over to the monthly, let's start off with the monthly. Let's get rid of this box for now. So if we start for the monthly, we know the monthly has broke above these levels. Okay, now we're just waiting to see what this monthly does, but there's still 12 days of it. We know it can either close, it can do anything at the minute. It can flip back to the upside, it could close doji, it could come back. The reason why it could do anything is because it's already tapped previous support, so it's done what it's meant to do, but now it's a case of what you're going to do next. So the monthly's not really telling us much. Now what I would really like the monthly to close back into this zone like this. That's what I would really like, because then you know you're coming to the next range then at down in 1846, and you should be working your way back down like that to fill the range. But also what's good about this as well is we're probably gonna push past 1846 levels because we've broke all the highs. This is the liquidity grab in order to drive down to break the lows. Okay, so that's what I would really prefer. This monthly to close like, because otherwise we're going off all-time highs, and the way we trade is from previous data, and if we hit all-time highs we haven't got much previous data. Okay, because at the moment the only previous data we're using is this, and this. That's it. But if we get back down to these levels then we've got all this to use. Okay, so tricky on the monthly. It can close any way we want. The lower time frames will probably help us with what it's going to do. So weekly then, what's the weekly done? So we actually had a weekly bullish close. Now where did we close? We actually closed. So the previous weekly closed into this zone, therefore should have been coming down to these levels, right, at 1937, and then we've had a close back into the zone. So the weekly's now closed back into the zone and closed back above 2017. So it's closed now. This could mean two things. It could be a fake out to the upside, right, to come back down, or this move to the downside was the fake out. But you've got to then look at the previous weekly. So technically this was a fake out, and now you've had a fake out back to the upside. Now is this going to be a fake out, or is this price going to be pushing to the upside? This is where again it's a bit tricky, and the reason why it's tricky because the monthly can close any way it wants. We don't know how it's going to close. Yeah, we don't know how that monthly is going to close at the minute. So yes, we're bullish on the weekly, therefore we should be coming to tap these levels at least to 2035 before making a decision. So we could probably target that, I would say, for the weekly, because even if the weekly was going to reject, it's probably going to want to test the previous support but not break the wick. So we'll probably target 2035 for buys. For sells, Sells, we might have to look at a lower time frame for sells, because you're probably going to get a bottom wick, but you don't need much of a bottom wick because this weekly's created you a steep bottom wick. So therefore this one can just power up if it wants to. Okay, so at the minute we are sort of bullish on the weekly. Now the daily, however, is closed bearish and it hasn't broke the lows. So the daily on Friday closed respecting support at 2017. So what does that mean then? Well, it means he's currently in this range here. Yeah, we are stuck in this range. That's where we're at the minute. So are we going to come back up to tap previous support, or are we going to flip to the downside and break to the lows? But currently, if we've came to fill the range and we've closed respecting, therefore where should we be going? Well, we should be coming back up. And if we don't break above, then we should be coming back down. It's just like a bouncing ball. You're up and down until you get a breakout. Once you get a breakout, then you move to the next zone, wherever that is. Okay, and you do exactly the same. That's how price works. So, the daily, what can the daily do? The daily can do anything. Now, we are bearish on the daily, as in we've closed bearish. But are we going to copy this and come back up? Are we going to copy these and come back up? We'll have to look on our lower time frame. So the 4 hour, this would be our target, right? Because anything beyond here, you've got to be careful of. Anything beyond there, because the wick can just come up and test the previous wicks and then flip. So I'd be careful taking buys above 2036. Okay, if anything, you target 2036.35. Anything above that, just be careful of. Good morning, N guy, is it? Morning, mate. So, but it means we can buy up. Now, it's a bit dodgy taking sellers below 2018 because the dailies filled the range, and you didn't break the lows on this daily. So is this going to come back down, break the lows, flip and drive, or is this just pushing back up now? And if we get any fake outs to the downside, I might catch us out. So what's the forward doing? The forward's closed bullish. Now no bottom wick on this 4 hour. No bottom wick on this 4 hour. So I would imagine price coming back down to that. And also, you've got no bottom wick on this 4 hour, and this 4 hour didn't even break the lows. So I would imagine price comes back down to tap this at least. Okay, at least. So in that case then, can we not take wing back buys from 2018? I'm so done. Because what's the 4 done? The 4 hasn't broke out. The 4 is currently in. Where's the 4 range? I'll say the 4 now is in this range. The 4 is in this range. Let me just make sure this 4 hour range is right. Oi! We're more like that, aren't we? Are we more like that? Yeah, you got wicks to the area here. But if that's the case, then if this is the forward range, this is where it gets a bit exciting, because if that's the forward range, you got a nest play and then you close back in. So I would imagine price is going to come back down and then create a bottom wick for this forward, then flip to the upside. If that's the case, could we not just take a wing back buy from 2020? This is what we're sort of seeing this. So we've closed sort of similar to this area, 2023.65. And then on the pullback, could we not take a wing back buy from 2020 to come and fill the range? Now, is this the 4-hour range? That's the thing. Because you've got areas here. Now, I know you're going to have to tap. You're going to have to tap 2027. Because even if you come straight back down, you've got to tap 2027. So, if we haven't tapped 2027 and we get a pullback, could we take a buy back up to 2027? Because I do feel you've got to tap 2027 before coming back down. So, if that's the case, we've not tapped 2027. So, what I would be after, this is what I would be after. No top wick on this hour either. So, if we can get a pullback down to, because you haven't brought any of the lows here. So if we can get a pullback, yeah, it would be here, wouldn't it? Wing back buys from 2020. Like that. Take partial move to break even would be off the 4-hour. Now I'm going to look on a lower time frame, right? But that's what I'm probably looking at so far. Just that daily coming back down to sorry, the 4-hour coming back down to create a 4-hour for a wick for the previous 4-hour. Monday morning, man, kids just can't get up, can they? Too much for me, that. Could we do that? 96. That's only if we tap though, isn't it? Could we come closer? Because if we haven't, see, you've got to tap 2027 before it does anything. That's what I'm. If price wants to push back down, it's got to tap 2027. So if it pulls back before tapping 2027, then we could get in for the buy up, couldn't we? At 2027, price can do anything from 2027. We flipped on the hour there. Is the hour going to break the highs? If this hour breaks the highs, you'll probably find it'll drive through, but I don't know how it can break the highs because it hasn't broke any of the lows. I can't see this hour driving. Because why didn't this one do it? Why didn't this one do it? Why didn't this one do it? Well, because none of them. This is the only one what broke the low, this one here. Only broke that one though. Yeah, and then why didn't this one do it? This one's come back down. So is this and this enough to drive? Potentially, but I can't do anything at the minute. I'd like a wing back from 2020. Let's see on the lower time frame. See if we get it. What's next to close? The 15, isn't it? Or the 15's just closed. Okay, so this 15's got no top wick. Doesn't really need one because we've had a steep bottom wick. But how is this 15 going to close? What have we got? Because I do think we're going to have to come and tap 2027, guys, before price can push back down. It can pull back, but I don't think we can break below these levels unless we tap 2027. Okay, That's what I've got. So if that's the case, what if we get a 15 close above 2024? Let's have a look. Let's see what price does. 15 close above. Straight up. 15 close above. Fake out, back in, back above. Gone. But these ones done it. So the 15's pretty clean. To tap that area, so we could potentially get the 50. If we get the 15-minute close above, we could potentially take that. But I can't see it. I think it's got to come back down. It's got to come back down. I think if it wants to go up at least to 2022, but hopefully get down to 2020. Because we're in and around these areas, aren't we? In and around these areas. Come back down, tap. These are going to have to come down to here. What is that? 20 pips, that's not too bad. And then it would be the 30, the cut off. I think if you get a 30 close, that would be our managing risk. 30 close below 2020. That's there. We would manage risk from there. Yeah, I can't see this 15. This hour driving. Really. Could be wrong. Could be wrong. This could be just a, because if you get a push up, here's the thing: if you touch 2027 without coming back down to touch 2020, I did say you need to come to at least 2022, which we've actually already done that. So is this enough to push up to 2027? Now, if we tap 2027, no, we can't take that. I think if we tap 2027, are we going to come back down? Let's see if we get a 15 close. Because if you get a 15 close above, I've got a 5. Let me see what a 5 does. There's the 5 range. It's like that, isn't it? Might be a fast one, this guy, so you do tend to tap this little level here on the 5s. 5 break. 5 break through. 5 break back down and through. What's this little area here? Might have to be this. 5 breaks, not enough pips there for us, though, is there? 6, can't take that one. So 11. 5 closing, 4 minutes. Have we had a 5? We've had a 5. That 5 break above it did, didn't it? I would prefer 15 really, guys, but this 5 could easily flip now. If we get a 5 break above this one, what does that do? I would prefer a wing back here. A wing back. 5 break above, we come back down, we tap 2023. So I'm just going to mark this up to see what this area is. Because if we get a break above, can we not come back down, tap 2023? We'd take a wing back and it'd be a sort of an aggressive entry. So if the 5 breaks below, we'd then look to get out on the next 5. But if it taps, pulls back, can we not take that? But I need that 5 break above 2024. The reason why I'm being cautious here, guys, is because I feel like this is not enough liquidity. I think we've got to break these lows if you want to get up to 2027. What you could get now, you could get faked out here, pretending to go to the upside, so everyone buys, and then it comes down because everyone's stops will be below these lows. Yeah, so all the money will be here. So I think we're going to get faked out, come back down, create the lows, and I think you've got to tap 2020 in order to get up to 2027. I might be wrong because Forex, but that's what I'm seeing at the minute. So I'm just a bit cautious with entries at the moment for buys, because I feel like you've had loads of attempts to drive here. Why didn't these all drive through? Why? It's quite a clean traffic range from 2024 to 2027. Why didn't these drive? Why didn't any of these come back up? Now you've had another sweep of the low here, but you didn't break the lows, so it came back down. Yes, it is a little bit of a liquidity grab below these, but is it enough to get through them levels? And this candle's probably going to tell us this 15. This 15 breaks above, then potentially yes, it might be enough. If it doesn't, and this has struggled to break above, closes respecting, it's probably not. Then we're probably going to have to come back down. Let's see if you get a 5 break above 2024. What happens to price? Look, there's a little area here. 5 above, back down, up. Don't like the 5s because they all tend to come back. Probably best off with a 5 above that. 2024. You get a 5 above that, you could probably market execute. Not enough pips, mind. Five above. Yeah, we're coming back down now, aren't we? Five above, pull back, and then through. Yeah, we could probably get that. Look, he's a 15. So the new 15's closed now. So the old 15's closed. Now, the next support is this, 2023.86. So, what is this 15 going to do? Oh, no, that was a 5. My apologies. 15's flipping. The 5's closed bearish, but didn't close back into the previous zone. So if you get a 5 closed back in here, then that's the 15 closing bullish, but still respecting. Oh, got me back. Oh, knocked me back. So, that's the case. What does that mean? Can we not just sell down? Oh, we're going to get a wick fill. I think we're going to need to wait a bit longer, you guys, for a bit more info. We either want this 15 to close respecting, right, or close doji. Because there is another support here. Basically, there's a support here. Right, minus support on the 15 there. So if this 15 is coming back, I want to see if what the 15s look like for our wing back area. Is it going to come that far? Is it going to come back down to 2022? Yeah, look, a lot of them hit, come back. Okay, that's what we're going to do. That's going to get that on the signals. So I'm interested in the wing back, guys, from 2022. Take partial move to break in would be 2022.06. Sorry, the wing back buy would be 2020.31. Now stops are not too bad, to be honest, because the previous range 60 pips. Because if you come in below them, the 30 would be the time to get out. So you'd probably just get out if you got a 30-minute close to the low. So let's get this onto the signal there. Wing back buy. Pips. And the target for me, really, well, my target would be 2027. That's if we don't tap. Ideally, we don't want to tap 2027, right? We want to pull back and then come back up. That's what we want to see. Uh, 2020.34. Stop loss 2014.31. Take partial move to break even would be back at 2022.07. And take partial. Target would be 2027. 27, because we do feel that you're gonna have to tap 2027 in order to break these lows. That's what I've got going on. Guys, I'll be back in a second. I'm just going to nip the time. So that's what we've got going on, guys. Got a lovely latte. Oh, could be back. Right, how are we looking? Morning Jack, morning Martin. So, we've got prices struggling to do anything. Why is it really stuck? How lows? Is it going to have to break these lows? I want to see if do we need to break this low in order to go? Or are we going to tap 2020? Because the 1 hour's bullish, 4 hours bullish. I would think the price needs to come and create a bottom wick for this 4 before going. So, and there is a significant support here, 2020.34. What's the 3 hour done? Bullish, bullish, bullish. Freeze me in, sheets. Doji, yeah. Oh, these are in my upper range. Yeah, I think what you're going to get here, guys, right? You're going to get a pop down. One candle is going to pop down, and then that's going to be the one more flips and fill. Now, this is pretty good, really, because when it's doing this, it'll get one pop, and it'll be one candle what does it, and you'll have one wick what breaks all the lows, and this will be all the stop loss grab. This will just grab all the stop losses in order for this candle to then flip to the upside. So, yeah, that's what I've got going on, really, guys. I've got a wing. I want to wing back buy from 2020. It's difficult me taking buys above here, without breaking the lows, because we could just get faked out. Now, I did identify a zone on the 15, so if you can get a 15 close back above 2023, and then we get a bottom wick, then yes, we can maybe get a buy stop on the other side to come up. So that's a potential. I just want to see though, because the 15s, it's not the best of zones. You've got 2023.95 and you've got 2023.7. So do we use this one? Let's go back. Yeah, I'd probably prefer this 15 back above 2023.96 for potential buys up. But I would like to come and break the lows first. So that's what we've got going on, guys. That's what we've got going on. I want to see if we get a break above here. Where does the 15 go? Break above, push through. Actually powered through. Powered. These 15s tend to just fly through, really.
I'm going to have to do a blast now, so I'll...
yeah, no worries, Dan.
I'll jump on tomorrow. Good luck, everyone.
Yeah, no worries. Catch you later, bud.
See you later, man.
2023 point. That would be nice. We could probably market execute back above there, but it's whether we get that pullback. I really want that pullback. $15 above there, look. This one didn't quite make it. Break above, again didn't quite make it, but our stops would have to be below these levels anyway, so we might have to go above that, you know, and then wait for a pullback and then get a pendant on the other side of it. Or do we come lower? So all we're doing is we're using previous data to tell us what's happened in the past. When we've got a 15-minute close above my black line here, what happens to price? Well, look, 15 broke above, little pullback and then came through, but this is coming from it's coming downwards and then pulling back, so we coming from the bottom, 15 close above. Then we came back down to tap 2022, and then we pushed through. So we need to find high probability what has it done the majority of the time, and if we can work out and find a pattern where 90% of the time, once you get a break above a certain area, what does price do? I think we can probably bring this down, you know, maybe like that. 15 break above, pull back. Let's see what this 15 does. 3 minutes left of this 15. If we can get a pullback on this, we can probably look to get a buy stop on if we don't tap 2026. Or would the 30 be better? 30's in 7 minutes. Like I say though, I would like another break of the lows happening. See what this does. 30 powers straight through, look. When you get big candles like that, it shows that you need to go down to a lower time frame. They do tend to come back to 2022. Can we not just take a buy from 2022? Gotta be careful though, because that could be the fake out to the upside to come back up. Oh, are we going to break the highs? What's a 15 doing? Oh god, 15. Okay, if the 15 closes like this and we get a pullback and we come and tap previous support, which is 2023, we look to get a buy stop on the other end. That's if we pull back first though. But you've got to break above this little minor support at 2024.41. Because this could just be a fake out. It is an area where price can just come back down. You're getting little fake outs like this. Look. Fake outs like this. So that's why we need to rule out this fake out. And we want the flip back to the upside. That's what we're trying to grab. So stand by, guys. Stand by. Now we've only tapped 2022 once after we broke these highs. So we tapped it once. So is this enough to drive? That is a question. 30 seconds. I can't take that at the minute. If I get a decent pullback, potentially get a buy stop off the other end, but is this going to break the highs? And does it need to break the highs? I mean, this one didn't break the highs when I came back up close, respecting, and then you got a pullback, and then you went. We're close though, guys. We're close. Is that the new 15? So what's the 15 done? Okay. Oh no, bottom work. See if we can come down and tap 2023. I'll look to get a buy stop off the highs though. It wouldn't be off. It'd be above 2024. Okay. Where would stops be? Stops for me would have to be. Ideally like them below the low there. So I'd like stops really 90. Morning mate, alright. So that's if we get that pullback though, guys. I've got to get that pullback, right? Now what's nice is this 15's created a top wick now and broke the highs, right? So what this is good is if we do get that pullback now down to 2023, yeah, it's already got a top wick. It's not going to do this because this is what you've got to be careful of. You think if that 15 opened up and pulled back first, and if you'd got a buy stop on the other side of here above the highs, you might have been activated with spread on this. Okay, this is why it's so important. Now it's created a top wick, which is good, to be honest with you. Now if we can just get that pull back down to 2023.77, I'll get a buy stop on the other side, because it means it would power through. Is it normal close? Is it? Alright. Want you allowed to wear footy tops?
I don't know. Mum said yeah.
Now, here's another interesting one, because if the 15 closes back into the range, right, you've technically had a fake out. That would probably be confirmation that this wasn't enough liquidity to push past these levels. So therefore, knowing this, knowing how price works, you now know what price has to do in order to get past these levels. What does that have to do? Well, it needs to break this. Has to. So, could we not just sell down? So let's see. Come on, can we get that pullback? It could just go for me, guys, and if it does, it's not my trade to take. Could just go from here. We will see. What's the fives doing? Oh, like that. Power, power, power. 2027. 2026. See if it taps 2027. What does that mean now? Yeah. Yeah. Alright, man. See you later, bud. Where's this gonna go now? Because you can't have power through these on the. Oh, that's 2 hour. 1 hour. Yeah, the hours can really power through. Welcome to the world of Forex, guys. Welcome to the world of Forex. Look at that. That was a lovely pushing candle. That 15 didn't break this minor support, but did break back into the zone. But see, still for me, I still feel, are we going to tap 2027 then come back down in order to push back up? I couldn't take that, guys, unfortunately. I couldn't take it no longer. I couldn't take it any longer. Oh, what is this doing now? Now, if we can get the fake out, then we can potentially sell down. Okay. Look at this 15. Because this 15 closed respecting, remember. Oh, here, what's going on here? Whew. Okay, we still haven't tapped 2027. We still haven't. Is this just a pullback on the 5? Look at the 5 to close respecting. Wow, we haven't even had a 5 close above yet. This is why price, you mark up your first sign of resistance, right? And this is how we know this is spot on. Our first sign of resistance was 2026. We know from here to here is clean traffic. From here to here was clean traffic, 15 pips. Look what it's done, tapped it, rejected. So are we going to come back down? Now what's good is we haven't actually tapped 2027 yet. Where did I get 2027 from? Was it off the 4 hour? Why have I even marked up 2027? That's these ones here. Because if we tap 2027, we've got to be careful of that wing back buy now. If we get a 15 back in, we could maybe sell it down. Because the hour's bearish. hours bearish below this. See, the next zone on the hour is... Be interesting to see how this hour closes, guys, because if this hour closes like this, right, the next zone you're pushing to is probably 2030. But are you going to create a bottom wick first to go? Is this the 4 hour? It's not the 4 hour, is it? Because the 4 hour, where's the 4 hour go? Do you know what? That's probably what we're looking at. Okay, so if that's the next hour range here, so the range we're in off the hour, well, we're currently in this lower range here. We're currently in this lower range. But if we get an hour break above now, then we are now in this range off the hour. Therefore, where should we be going? Well, we should be coming up to fill the range, unless we get a fake out here, back into the range to come back down. But it means if we get an hour break above here and then we get that pullback, not only rule out the fake out, we get that pullback, you're going to probably want to break the lows. Can we tap our wing back area to then flip back to the upside? That would probably be perfect for us, because that means the 4 hours bullish, the 1 hour's bullish then. Because remember though, this 1 hour's closed bearish. So if we can just get an hour breakout now, we might. The thing is though, we only need to come and tap previous support. Really, we can potentially get a buy stop on as well, because you should be coming to tap 2030. It's looking like 2030. Could we not just take a wing back buy from here? 2023. If we fill this range, 2026, and we get a, then we can put the wing backs at 2023. Yeah, that's what we can do. 6 minutes. Let's see what happens here. We're close, guys. We're close for a Monday morning. Yeah, even these wicks come back up, don't they? We've tapped, then we got a break, got a pull back. There is another minor support here, what I'm saying. So if we take this as a wing back, it means we probably have to take partial at 2028. Thing is, though, you come back down here for a wing back. What's the difference to this to this? 16 pips. Can we not take that? Could we not take that? Four minutes for a close. Could we not take this as a wing back? Because if the hour closes like this, a new hour pulls back down, taps, pulls all the way back. I'm just cautious that we haven't broke the high, so you're gonna have to pull back, aren't you? You haven't even broke much of the lows. If we fill the range, we can potentially take a wing back from 2023, and our cut-off would be closing back into the range. So if the 15 closes like this, we get a pull back to 2023.77. That would be the hour pulling back, testing previous support 2023, coming back up. Because the 15s can power straight through here. So I'm going to mark this up here. Could we potentially take that 2023? $10 pips, that would work, wouldn't it? This would be our take partial move to break even. Tap. Do we need to do that before we come back? I think we would, wouldn't we? And our get out would be the 15 break back below. 15 minutes, close in 2 minutes. So what I'm looking at is a wing back buy from 2023, because off the hour, there's previous times where you've tapped 2023 on the pullback and then you've flipped to the upside to come and fill the range. Or you can pull back steeper, but we can take another entry either at 2022 or 2020 coming back up. Yeah, that's what I've got going on really. They all do it. Came up, straight back down, 15 close up below, come back up, you'd get out of break even there, and the cutoff would be the 15 closing back in, and then we'd look to get out of break even off the next 15. So we're going to keep this one ready, guys. See how this 15 closes. 1 hour. That would be going into the last hour of the 4 hour. So 15. But we've got to get a 15 break above this. It's got to break above. Long stops for me would have to be, yeah. Oh, look at this 15. Oh, that's not good. 15's closed bearish. This is not on this now. Yeah, because the 30 closed bullish. Hours closed bullish. Yeah, do you know what it is on? It is on. It would be the 15. So if we can get down here, guys, I'll be getting in. Okay. The 15 to. We've got to push. Target would be. See if I can get this on quick. Might be fast. This could be fast. Okay. Just want to break the lows. Can we get on? Can we get in this? So stand by. Even at a 5 break. Okay, guys, I am in for a buy on this. That's what I've got. Hopefully, this 5 can just flip to the upside. Well, where have I got? It's put me in about there on spread. Straight into profit. Can this 5 flip? Now take partial move to break even is the 2024. Okay, now we're basically arguing that the hour's going to flip to the upside to drive. This is the last hour of the 4, so you're probably going to want to test the wick anyway. But that's what I've got going on at the minute. There's the trade. Okay, so you can go risk free now. Risk free, if you so wish. I'm not risk free yet. Can the 5 break the above? I've missed that risk free. Can the 5 break above? Because if the 5 breaks above, that should be the pop-up. Okay, so it's up to you whether you want to take some partial and go risk free now, because you've technically tapped 2024, right? So that's your trade really. There you go. So I'm going to go risk free now, because if it does flip back to the downside, it's going to catch us out. Okay. Because if it does flip to the downside now, it's probably going to want to break the lows. Okay. So I'm risk free on this now. If you want to take some partial, take some partial. But if we get a 5 close above here, we should be pushing through to 2026. Because the new hours create a bottom wick. Everything's created a bottom wick for us, really. There's no reason for this to flip back down. Come on, 5, push back up. Get up there. 2 minutes left. Can the 5 drive? Can the 5 drive? Come on. So as soon as we get a 5 close above, you should be good. As long as you can avoid the bottom wick. Yeah, as long as we can avoid a bottom wick. Oh, there we go. There we go. Can we push through? There we go. Can we push through to 2026? Because the hours can fly through these ranges. Okay. Right, guys, I'm actually going to take some partial now. Okay. And we're risk free on this, so we've got flies on this. Fantastic. Couldn't get that on the signals. It was a bit too fast, that, wasn't it? Lovely, lovely. Can we drive? Can we drive? That's what we like to see on a Monday morning. Lovely. Now this is a proper wick entry here, right? So, oh, no top wick. Just be careful with no top wick. If we can get a pop, I'm going to close out full if we can get a pop on this 5. Because the 15 should be pushing through. This 5, can this pop up? Right, guys, I'm going to close out full here. Just because you've got no bottom wick and you've got no top wick. So I'm just going to mark that up. Right, I am done. I am out. Look at that for getting out. So I've actually took profit here. So this is going to flip. Look at that. What a time to get out. Okay, so because what was telling me to get out there is no top wick and then no bottom wick. So when you get a push with this candle, you know this candle's going to flip. Now, that's not to say that we're still not going to get up to 2028 levels or even 2030 levels. It probably still will do. Okay, but are we going to come back down, tap our break even before coming up? That's what I want to avoid. I'm happy to take that. Lovely trade. What was the pips we peaked? So, I mean, the entry was very, very sexy. 26 pips, guys. Well done, everyone. Peaked. 26 pips. What was the 8 pips? Lovely. Happy. Did you just grab that? Mikey G, Martin. Your internet, mate, I think. Did you grab it?
Yeah, but I was at the box.
Oh, yeah.
So I got it, yeah. Got it.
Class.
So it's disappeared somewhere though.
Yeah, fantastic, mate. Right, guys, did you grab it on YouTube? Are you watching on YouTube? Or you grabbed it? In the buy until 20 took the same TP as you. Thanks for your analysis. No worries, Naz. Glad you grabbed some pips. 20 to 2030. Yeah, I think it's still going to get up to 2030 though, Naz. That's probably the target really, but it's just, I mean, you're going to have to get a pullback, aren't you? That's the thing, but I don't think you're going to get a huge pullback because this is the last hour of the 4 hour. So it's whether this 4 is going to drive or this 4 hour is going to pull back and then the next 4 drives. Either way, I still think you're going to get up to 2030 today. So yeah, lovely. Guys, if you like what you see, and hopefully you've learned something, drop us a like, subscribe to the channel, and notify when we go live. Now, we normally go live most weekdays from 8 AM for London session. However, this week, I'm not on tomorrow, I'm not on Thursday, so I'll be back on Wednesday, and then Friday I'm actually going to have a day off before Christmas, and then I'll probably be off over Christmas, and then back on the week after that. So that's me done. If you want any more information of our company, hit the link in the description, join our free Discord group, loads of information on the company in there. Other than that, guys, I want to love yous and leave yous. Have a fantastic day, and happy pip hunting. See you later, guys.